Hey guys, we're brewing again, back on the town. We got a stoutie, I don't know how. Babe, got a video going for the oatmeal stout. The dogs are inside, cooking dinner. I figured I'd at least start sanitizing my stuff. So if you missed the last episode, we're using a Brew Demon kit. I accidentally put my yeast into the pot before I did anything, which this is actually your last step, so I had to buy more yeast. I just got it off Amazon, got 2 packets in case it happens again. Hopefully not, now that I remember to not do that. We're using this 1-step no rinse cleanser, 1 tablespoon per 1 gallon of water. So I already got my tablespoon in here. I'm gonna clean all of my stuff, and then once we're done cooking dinner and eating and cleaning up, then we can get started. I also went to Target and bought some water, so I got a gallon of water and an extra gallon of water, so that way next time I brew beer, I don't have to stop at Target again. Okay, so I'm gonna sanitize. So I'm gonna actually sanitize my, let's see, it mentions to sanitize your measuring cup, a can opener if you're gonna use it, which we don't need to because it's got a lid pop, like a can of soup kind of thing. Your mixing spoon, which usually you want to use something that's metal all around if you can. That's going to be the cleanest. And that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah. Anything you're going to use. And then really this we're going to have to kind of heat up so it kind of melts the contents that's inside of this just a little bit. So by the time that we're going to actually boil it, it'll be kind of, it won't come out like a can of refried beans or dog food, whatever. But yeah. Darn it, you guys. Nobody reminded me. Luckily Mags is here. So our gallon of distilled water is actually to make the beer. So it says to put a gallon of warm water into the fermenter. There is a gallon line. It's pretty much very close to the warm or the fill level line. So I'm just gonna stir this over the sink and then kind of open the tap a few times just to make sure it sanitizes the inside. And then the spoon, the measuring cup, and I'm just gonna wash my tablespoon because I feel like I have to use that for something, but I can't remember right now. So I'm gonna do those 3 things and my little cap situation once I'm done shaking the solution in the fermenter. So here's our oatmeal stout. Generally, when you get these, they have the yeast. Uh-oh, I can't do it one minute. They have the yeast under the lid. Assistance! Oh, never mind, got it. It's too slow. See, can of soup. So you really don't necessarily need a can opener. So it's probably easier with 2 hands. I should use my thingy-majig. But so there's your contents. I'm gonna keep it closed for now because we gotta heat her up. Okay, guys. So I got something new that we're gonna try. So since I got my steeping bags from Amazon, I'm gonna do our oatmeal stout with some cinnamon sticks and pumpkin. I'm gonna put the pumpkin in the steeping bag. I don't know how that's gonna work. Some of it's probably gonna come out of the bag. It's like liquid pretty much once it's heated up. So whatever's left over is going to the dogs. But I'm just gonna do like 2 or 3 tablespoons. Steep it with the cinnamon sticks. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We don't know how much time we're gonna do it. I think I'm gonna let it get to that boil. Figure it out. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put just a couple in here. It came with a ton. I thought about this because I was like, well, if we're gonna do a stout, let's do a pumpkin stout. It's already September. By the time this beer is ready to drink, it'll be almost October. Today's the 7th. Don't mind me. Okay, trash. Don't worry, it'll be boiled. So I'm gonna do, so this is like a full cinnamon stick right here. I'll probably do like 2. Let's do 3. There's 4 in here. I'm just gonna do 2, see if it does anything. And then again, I'm putting this in the steeping bag. We'll try and see if we can get it to boil. With this, I don't know if this is the best option, but again, we'll see. We're figuring it out. It's gonna be really sticky, I'm sure, when it comes out. So let's see what happens. What I might end up doing too is that if we end up boiling the stout and putting it in the fermenter, I might steep this once it's already kind of a little bit more liquidy, so that way it's not getting stuck and taking half the wort with it. So I think we might end up trying that. Got warm water in the bowl so we can get this baby going. Okay, so all of our stuff is drying off for now. Start level is right here. You can't really see it, but there is a line there, I promise. So we're gonna fill up the water in here. Our can is kind of softening up. I got my pot that I'm gonna use. I was cooking before this, that's why it looks crazy, sorry. I still have some of the sanitizing solution, whatever was running off, I kind of put some in our pot just to make sure the pot's actually clean too. Okay, start level. You can kind of see it, look, right there. Make sure your tap's not open. I actually made sure before I looked at it. All right, 2 cups of water. I wish this water bottle thing had like a thingy where you put your hand, you can't even grab it. All right, so I got a 2-cup measuring cup, so that's gonna make it easier. So pour it in there. Hopefully you have enough. And yep. So when you measure, you wanna put it down on the counter. Well, you guys will be able to get a perfect view of that. 2 cups. On the money. All right, and we still have some water left, which is good. Oops. All right, going in. So I took that sanitizer water out. 2 cups. I think that's the last thing that we're gonna use our measuring cup for. Looks like yes. Okay, so that one's done. I'm gonna put it with my other stuff just in case. I'm terrified. All right, so I'm gonna get this to a boil. Let's look what the directions say. So, yep, bring to a boil, remove from heat, slowly stir in, contents fully dissolve. The mixture is called the wort. Pour the wort into the fermenter. Bring the volume of the fermenter to fill level by adding water. Mix thoroughly, make sure the wort is, yes, okay, temperature gauge. Perfect, all right. Time to boil. I don't know why I did that all the way around. It's supposed to go this way. Boop. All right, let's boil. While we're waiting for the water to boil, I opened my can of pumpkin, and I'm gonna use this tablespoon that I sanitized to put the pumpkin in with the cinnamon sticks in this steeping bag. So, and then again, the rest is going to the dogs. They'll be happy. We almost had an accident. Stella smelled the pumpkin and almost bit the bag apparently. Okay, so I put 4 tablespoons in there, so hopefully it gives it some good flavor. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Okay, Mags and I decided we were gonna put some cinnamon directly into the water that's gonna boil, and we're gonna boil the pumpkin and the cinnamon while the water is boiling. Doesn't that make sense? Makes sense to me. Let's do it. Okay, our pumpkin and cinnamon's in there. Got the string in there. Okay. Maybe that'll take some of the cinnamon out too. All right. Oh yeah, it's getting there. Okay, the word I was thinking of was rolling boil, not rumbling. Rolling boil, I think that's the term. But yeah, so I turned the heat off already. I'm gonna remove it from the heat. We're gonna let that continue to steep just a tad. Wow, that turned off so fast. And we're gonna add our contents. Okay, I'm removing my steeping bag. A little closer, it's got a little random plate. Put that on there. Echo, can dogs have cinnamon? It's so dark. What did she say? No, dogs can't have cinnamon, you guys, so that bag is not going to the dogs. But the rest of the pumpkin can will. All right, we are getting most of the contents out. I'm just gonna stir this. I'm gonna, off camera, stir. I really should have gotten the phone holder out to do this so I can use both hands, but I'm kind of busy today and I'm lazy. So, all right, I'm gonna take the rest of this out. We're gonna stir. It's very cauldron-like right now. Check that out. It smells like a stout. Smell it already. Smell it. Okay guys, wort is thoroughly mixed in my pot. I'm gonna add it to our fermenter and I'm gonna continue to mix. I have my other gallon of Target water handy so that way I can put more water in there because we got to get it to the fill line. Wow, it's super dark. Whoa, what's love got to do with it? Okay, check it out. Look. It's so dark. It's so dark. Stella, not for you, baby. She wants to smell it. She smells it. She smells the pumpkin. She smells the cinnamon. She smells the stout. Fill line. See it? You see the 1 gallon line, and the fill line is just above that. Mixing thoroughly. I might put the cinnamon and pumpkin in again while we wait for the temperature to get up to 64 to 82. Our thermometer is just on the other side. Here we are. It's actually right where it needs to be. So we don't need to wait. I wonder if we can just kind of let it sit in there now that it's the pumpkin and the cinnamon. Just have it hanging inside the thing for a couple days.
But it's gonna, I think it's good.
Precipitate. Yeah, okay. All right, I think we're good. You guys, I think we've decided we're gonna put 2 more cinnamon sticks in there. They're gonna just go to the bottom, so it should be okay, right? I'm just gonna put 1 cinnamon stick because I'm worried if we put too much, then it's gonna be kind of crazy. Hi, cinnamon stick. Bloop. All right, and now it's time to add the yeast now that we know we're good to go at the temperature. So because we got a new company for our yeast, muttons. This is a pretty big packet. It's 6 grams of yeast. The packets that come with the brewing kit are significantly smaller, so I'm deciding to just use half the packet, which would be 3 grams. And this baby's gonna go into our office and ferment for 7 days. So we'll kind of do the same thing where we check in with the beer and you guys will see the progress. Hope for the best. Until next time, happy Beer Lovers Day.